Good day, everyone. I am Dana Nicole E. Ferrer, and today I am gonna walk you through the different movement terminologies. So, let's start.
Joint gliding movement, also known as translation or sliding, is a smooth, linear motion where the surfaces of bones in a joint slide over each other without any rotation or major angle shifts. Examples provided below are the joint gliding movement in the wrist and the ankles. Flexion and extension. Flexion involves bending a joint to decrease the angle between the bones, like when you curl your arm at the elbow or move your neck downwards, allowing for actions such as reaching or folding. Extension, on the other hand, straightens the joint to increase that angle, as seen when you straighten your arm or bend your neck to look up, enabling us to return to an upright position and maintain posture. Abduction and adduction. Abduction occurs when you move a body part outward, like spreading your fingers apart or spreading your arms wide to the sides, allowing for greater reach and balance. Adduction brings it back in, such as pulling your fingers together again or lowering your arms to your sides, helping to stabilize and center the body for everyday activities. Circumduction. Circumduction is a circular movement of a limb that combines flexion, extension, abduction, and adduction to form a smooth, cone-shaped motion. Medial rotation. Medial rotation is the inward turning of a limb towards the body's midline. Some of the examples include medial rotation of the arm and medial rotation of the hip. Lateral rotation. Lateral rotation is the outward turning of a limb away from the body's midline. Examples include lateral rotation of the arm and lateral rotation of the hip. Inversion and eversion. Inversion is the movement that turns the sole of your foot inward towards the middle line of your body, like when you roll your ankle while walking on uneven ground. Eversion, on the other hand, is the opposite action, rotating the sole outward away from the midline, which helps stabilize your foot during activities like balancing on one leg. Dorsiflexion and plantar flexion. Dorsiflexion is the upward movement of your foot at the ankle, bringing your toes closer to your shin, like when you lift your heel off the ground while walking. Plantar flexion, conversely, is the downward motion, pointing your toes away from your body, as seen when you rise onto your tiptoes or push off during a jump. These ankle actions are crucial for propulsion and balance in daily activities. Opposition and reposition. Opposition is the unique thumb movement where it swings across the palm to touch the fingertips of the other digits. Reposition, the reverse action, brings the thumb back to its previous position alongside the index finger, restoring the hand to a neutral state for everyday tasks. Protraction. Protraction is the forward movement of a body part along the horizontal plane, such as when your shoulder blades slide forward during a shrug or your jaw protrudes outward. Retraction. Retraction is the backward movement of a body part along the horizontal plane, such as when you pull your shoulder blades together or draw your jaw inward. Elevation. Elevation is described as the movement of a body part in a superior or upward direction, directly against the force of gravity. The most classic examples are shrugging the shoulders, or scapular elevation, or closing the mouth, also called as elevation of the mandible. Depression. Depression, on the other hand, is the movement of a body part in an inferior or downward direction, returning it toward its resting position. The most common examples include opening the mouth, or depression of the mandible, and letting the shoulders drop, or depression of the scapula. Supination and pronation. Supination is the movement where the forearm rotates laterally, causing the palm to face upward, as if you were holding a bowl of soup. Pronation is the opposing movement where the forearm rotates medially, causing the palm to face downward. Lateral flexion. Lateral flexion is the side bending of the spine, moving the head or torso away from the midline in the frontal plane, as if you were touching your ear to your shoulder or bending to the side at the waist. This motion is essential for maintaining balance and achieving side to side mobility.
Hmm, I hope you learned something new today. And that is all for the movement terminologies. Thank you for watching.
Wow!